Madagascar for the PS2 was one of the best games ever. Yes, I understand that the voice actors, well, they weren't actually the real voice actors. Yes, I get that. Duh. I'm not even going to lie to you. I played this game more than I played the Cars game, that Jurassic Park game. Oh no, I think I played Ratchet and Clank a bit more than that. Now, yes, I understand that this game was literally designed for kids. But mate, some of these levels were way too easy. I remember specifically, I think it was the penguin level when they're on the ship when they're on the ship on the cruise or whatever it was going over to Madagascar. I was about to say Africa there, but no, that's the second game, isn't it? I remember that mission where we had to go around with as the penguins. You had to go around on the ship and you have to take out people and you have to go through certain pipes to get to certain places. It was just way too easy. It was fun, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, but it was just way too easy. He blew a horn or something like that, and everyone would just, walk past. Now, all of their moves and attacks were a bit odd. Yes, I understand. Again, it's a kid's game. I understand that. But like looking back at it now, even when I was a kid, I always thought the idea of a giraffe just bloody doing a helicopter down the streets of New York City. You'd be driving along or just walking along and out of nowhere, just the fuck is that? Like, is that a zebra and a hippo? And is that a lion? Obviously, yes, it followed the movie. All the characters you got to play against. There was a zoo hunter at the zoo who had a gun. Yeah, he wasn't in the movie, was he? Honestly, mate, the most memorable parts that I remember of this game, I remember a little bit at the zoo in the beginning, obviously, because that's where it all starts, obviously. I think it was at the zoo. You played as Gloria, or it might have been Melman, and you had to do like a race against these ostriches in the very beginning. Now that I look back on it, what kind of course was that? That was at least half the bloody zoo. It was a very long race, and and you sprinted half of it. Now, like most of these games, mate, I didn't finish it. I got to a certain point, and I went, nah, this is too hard. I give up. And again, the thing is, it was an easy game. It really was. It wasn't hard. It's just there were parts that just wanted to make me. Anyways, I remember specifically there was the beach level where you're on the beach and you had to find everyone. You wash up on the beach as I forgot his name. Alex, there it is. Wash up on the beach as Alex. Then you got to go find all your friends. I could have sworn they're running away from you. I know they were probably running just to yeah. I don't even know why they were running, and like we were calling out to them. We'd be right behind them calling out, kind of like in the movie. I remember there was one mission where you had to go up against these spiders and you had to protect like a bunch of, I can't remember what it was, chilies, I think they might have been chilies or something like that. You had to protect them, so whenever any of the enemies would come in to try and take one away, you had to roar and scare them off. Mate, that mission, when you knew that you lost, you just went, I've already lost too many, just take the rest of them. And they make those funny little noises as well. I think it was they're like, hey, my mushroom. Oh, I think it might have been mushrooms. But yes, that level was a fucking pain, mate. And the amount of spiders. Why? Who put that many spiders in this bloody game and thought it would be a good idea? Actually, you know what? Sorry, they weren't even spiders. They were spiders on steroids. Bloody huge compared to a lion. They were humongous. The mission where you had to save all the lemurs, I think it was when there was I think it was like a wind that blew you, and you had to like kind of get around. You had to block yourself and get around the wind, collect all the lemurs, and get to the other end. That mission also took me a bloody long while to do as well. King Julian, Morton, Maurice, they didn't sound like the original voice actors, I'll tell you that. They I don't even know how did Julian speak again? He welcome. I can't do it. I think that's how he sounded. He sounded a bit he sounded like he was from India. It definitely wasn't the original King Julian. My favorite mission in the entire game was probably in the very beginning when you're it just seems so stupid now that I'm older, but my favorite I remember specifically when I was younger, my favorite mission was when you were Gloria at the very beginning and you had to run through all the cars, and you just went straight through them like they were puffed up. They were like balloons. That was my favorite level. The worst mission, in my opinion, this was the worst one. There was a certain level where there were these giant mushrooms that had different colors on. I think there was only 4 of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 of them. And it was like a memory color sequence type of thing where it would, blue, green, blue. Then you have to jump blue, green, blue onto it, and then it would do, blue, green, whichever way I did it before, blue, green, blue, red, and you have to keep doing that. That went on forever. I actually think that's where I stopped playing. It makes sense. It makes sense now, but yeah, because actually that logic adds up. That was horrible. That I don't think I passed that. Yeah, no, I didn't pass that at all. That was the worst mission of them all, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to try and say this as nicely as I can. I know this game was made back in the early 2000s, which, these days that's history, like that was, your old cutscenes were, yeah, the cutscenes. They were there. They were there. They were definitely there. Overall, the game was amazing. The game was still fun. It was hard. It was challenging, like most of those games were. Because as I've always said, games these days, everything's online, isn't it? Anytime I go on like a PlayStation store, all I see is literally just online games. The new FIFA game came out. What's the difference between the FIFA game this year and the FIFA game next year? Nothing. If anything, there's a downgrade. If you had a PlayStation 2 as well, mate, I'd love to hear what games you like to play. What games you used to play. So yeah, just leave me a game down in the comments that you played, and maybe I played it as well. We'll see. That's all she wrote, mate. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.